Look what you've done, you fool. It's always the same with you. Beat them up first, ask questions later, damn it. And now we have no gold, no nothing, just a pile of old stones and a dead body.
No, come off it. Let's just take what he had and let's get out of here.
What he didn't have shut. A piece of iron and a slip of paper. You can't even wipe your ass with it. And you said he was supposed to be some great lord.
Desperate peasant. Can we talk about this? Oh. They're possessed because it's nighttime. Okay, interesting. Letter. You, my most faithful companion, are my only hope. Go to All Mother's shrine, perform the following ritual, and bring me the amulet you will surely be gifted. Granny said that you need to make an offering of rose, some sage, and feather. This is my last hope to save my beautiful daughter. Return safely, and may All Mother protect you. I don't have the offering. Because I left everything in the storage. But that's okay. There's a fast travel here. Oh, that's where the bandit is. So... what's that smoke? My carry weight is 69, that's good. You know, let's chill. Rest. Maybe level up. Attributes. I'm gonna take endurance and spirituality. Yeah. In the skill tree. I haven't decided yet, so I'll just leave it. I do want to try summoning when I get some summon spell. I want to trigger that druid shrine, and then I'll see what I'm gonna do. offering. I will give meat. So I got waning moon. I got this. 6 spirituality, 6 endurance. Seems good. Decreases stamina cost by -20 while dual wielding. Two strength to dexterity. So I needed rose, sage, and a feather. Feather. 1 sage. Ah, there's the rose. Let's see that shrine. Make an offering. The All Mother's Mercy Amulet. Receiving fatal damage leaves you with 100% max health instead of dying, but destroys the amulet. That's cool. Good for survival difficulty. Take me, All Mother, into your embrace. This feather is a symbol. The rose, the sage. Cool, cool. burning stone. Weapon now applies burning. Weapon relic, that's cool. Broken. Cinnamon sage.
Oh, greetings, kind. Sir? Madam? Right, so, would you perchance be interested in browsing my wares? Only the finest Avalon can offer, and the finest I can offer, that is.
It's Madam Perception 15. I control him. It's sir.
Right, of course. Silly me. Oh, you'll have to excuse me. I have very bad eyesight. This is a thing that happens to humans, right? I mean, I'm pretty sure it is.
Requires perception 7. I can tell him that humans can see in the dark like cats if my perception is 7? Interesting. Are you not a human?
Me? Of course I'm human. I was born in a human village and my mother was a human. We lived in a house. It had a roof and holes in the walls. I'm not sure what they're supposed to be for, to be honest. But it's so easy to steal a baby through them. Not that I've ever done that. Anyway, where were we?
Hold on. Those eyes. You're not very good at this, are you?
I'm really not, am I? Oh, I've only been doing this for a short time. A century or so, maybe. I don't have all that many regulars either. Most people either curse at me or run away. I don't understand it. I'm not trying to eat them or even kidnap them. And then there are those who accuse me of trying to trick them. Excuse me! I'm just trying to sell them some trinkets or pretty flowers. Where's the trickery in that?
A century? What are you?
I'm glad you asked. My name is O'Cunnin Cinnamon Sage, and I'm a travelling merchant. I specialise in the various odds and ends I find on my travels. Feel free to take a look at my wares. I'm sure you'll be able to find something interesting.
What do you
I'd
have?
just be grateful if you didn't try to sell me any weapons, or nails, or buckets with iron handles. It's not that I have anything against things made of iron. I simply don't condone violence, that's it.
Feral Charm. Increases physical damage. Oh, these are all relics. Increases sneak damage. The Killing Stroke. Charged by killing. 0 to 5. Increases the damage of next attack by 100. And this is not even expensive. It's magic. It's only 40 gold. Essence Channeler. 6 spirituality. Blocking regenerates 100% of magical damage blocked as mana. Attacks regenerate 10% of damage dealt as mana. Not bad.
Another satisfied customer. That makes 2. Although the first one never came back. But you will, won't you?
I will. I'll buy this. Sell from stash. Man, that's so good.
Done already? Are you sure that's all you need? I have some incredibly tasty berries. Unless I ate them. Oh. Yeah, I think I ate them.
Please buy this. And fishing rods. You can get the bow too. Keeper armor. I hope I don't need it. Nobleman, you can take that.
I hope you found what you...
I may need a sword for this, huh? The Excalibur. So what is this? I have to hold it with a spell. We'll see how that works. Back to the beach. Keeper tag. Cooking. New recipe, hunter's stew. Okay, it's juiced up. Increases the damage of next attack by 100. Blood Cave. Talk. Pray. blood transfusion. So I can use this to trigger damage on anything. I can even swap when I activate it. That's cool. I'm gonna go here and see, what did I do with flowers? Did I put them in storage? Oh no. When did you arrive
2
here?
or 3 weeks ago. Things were starting to get difficult. The supplies we brought with us were running low. A larger group of people is always helpful. There's always someone to talk to and share the work with. But it also means more mouths to feed and more worries to deal with. It's not easy.
What brought you
Oh,
here?
right. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Beatrice. As for me and Cole, well, we left Ree hoping to find a quiet place to rest for a bit.
We planned to travel the King's Road toward Camelot. Well, here we are. We found our bloody Camelot. Cole is locked up and all I can do is shed bitter tears.
What about others from your group?
Each of us has a different story. Some wanted to seek their fortune elsewhere, like me and Cole. Some had to flee their homes because of bandits pillaging their villages, or because of the weirdness. Ree could be one of those places by now. There's so much turmoil in this world. People can suddenly lose themselves, becoming a danger to those they once loved.
Rye? Is that where you're from?
Yeah, we grew up there. The village was built around a trade route. My parents ran a tavern that stood right by the road.
We had a good life. We lacked for nothing. Well, that was before the damned grubwood started spitting out monsters.
Then more and more caravans disappeared into the forest. People were telling stories that grew more horrifying by the day. In the end, taking that route meant certain death.
Your parents stayed?
Yeah. I doubt I'll ever see him again. I don't think there's anything worth going back for.
What happened to the tavern?
The same thing that will happen to every place on this godforsaken island. Ruin. We used to have generous clientele. Merchants and emissaries from all over Avalon. They had deep pockets, always left lots of gold. But that changed. Then our only income came from the villagers, who were getting drunker and poorer by the day.
So you decided to leave?
That was always our plan. Cole and I never wanted to stay there forever. Beatrice and Cole from the village of Ree, that wasn't us.
One of the keepers gave me flowers, said it was gesture of solidarity with your group.
What? What? How dare you? Do you know the meaning of those flowers in that configuration?
No.
Revenge. Revenge, deception, and death. There's nothing nice about it, and I don't know if he did it on purpose or if he's just an idiot. But trust me, it's not a nice gesture.
If I knew what they meant, I wouldn't have given them to you.
Thank you. for them. You are from nowhere, just like me. That's why I believe you. Take those flowers away, burn them, throw them in a cauldron, whatever. I don't want to look at them. Be careful out there.
Now I can go... Yeah, finish that. So let's see if this guy is real or not. Is he a ghost? He's a ghost, isn't he?
You're back! Hi!
I got the documents, you were right. There were no
I
problems.
told you, Ron is a good guy. And here's a little something for you. You know I pay well.
Ron was a bit confused.
Yes? What's the matter, my friend?
Well, you're dead.
You're really good at this today. Wait. Oh. Oh, you're serious. I understand. For so many years, I've been afraid to open this letter. But it looks like I needed to read it. Well, it is what it is, right? And I've been wondering why no one wants to talk to me. I thought to myself, are they mad at me or what? But why are you talking to me? How can you see me?
I have a passenger inside me who must have wanted to help.
Anyway, may the All-Mother bless your path. See you next time.
Anyway, peace. Is there anything worth seeing here?
Not exactly. You've already been to Ron's tavern, so you've seen one. But since we're mates now, I suppose I can tell you about something. Listen closely. A few of us had a little gambling ring. Not to brag, but I was quite good at it. The winnings aren't much use to me anymore, so if you're interested, I'll tell you where I stashed them. Here. Just mind the waves.
Who else did you play with?
Ooh, Ern, Armand, and Richt. Haven't seen them in a long while, so I've no clue what they're up to now. But I'd wager they've got their own stashes hidden somewhere too. Cunning bastards.
Did you like your time as a keeper?
Oh, yes. Great place, great people. And before I became a keeper, let me put it this way. I've done a lot more for a lot less. Here, you can always have a meal and some kind of shelter above your head. And that's something, isn't it? Sure, you can make more gold as a leader, but that comes with much more responsibility, my friend. Go on then. Fortune favors the bold. Or so they say.
Siggy always wins. Okay, let's see it. Let's get the loot. Keeper's Cape. Three strength, endurance, dexterity, practicality. Increases incoming healing by 20.
Sometimes I think they're still waiting for me down there.
I want to talk to his son now. Your father told me a story about his friends who died on a
He
mission.
told that tale about the tunnels more times than I can count. To anyone who'll listen. But these days, it seems nobody does anymore. I've heard it plenty of times already, believe me. To him, those old friends of his were everything. They meant more than his own son, that's for sure. He'd go on and on about it. If I'd been there, if I'd gone with them, he won't let it go. Sometimes I think that if Fergus had let him go into those tunnels and meet the same end as his brothers, he might have found his peace. Or at least quit drinking.
I talked to your father. Seems you two are in conflict.
It's no secret. He is just an old, bitter man who hates the entire world. And I'm a part of it, so, well, it is what it is. That's all. Stay out of trouble.
Buddy. Jail. Yoink.
What do you need? This is a prison, not a museum. We don't admire here. We punish. At least, that's what they tell me to say. I'm supposed to be intimidating. Grrr. So the prisoners are scared of me.
Got anyone interesting?
Usually, it's nothing but interesting folks. I'm telling you, in these crazy times, every one of them comes in with some wild tale. But right now, quiet as can be. Good thing I've got my books. All my adventures are in there these days.
For a prison guard, you seem very content.
Because I am. I asked for this post. Just to get some peace, quiet, and warmth. No useless small talk. No shrieking seagulls, and none of that cursed biting wind. I'm telling you, it's heaven. And I get to read my books, too. So if you've got anything interesting, I'd be glad to trade.
Smuggler Dagger. Grants 10 gold after killing an enemy.
Who are you? What do you want? I don't recognize your face.
Are you a keeper?
I am. They told me it's for my safety, and the safety of others. I don't like it. The keep is supposed to be my home, and yet here I am, locked in a damn jail.
Have you had strange dreams lately?
What? Yes, to be honest. I feel like I'm constantly living in a nightmare. I dream about something hidden deep, like it's between this world and another.
What happened?
That cursed madman from the refugee group bit me. I think his name is Cole. The boys told me he's locked up in a cage now. Good. That's the proper place for animals like him. By the All-Mother, if I'd known he was carrying some foul disease, I wouldn't have gone near them.
Why did he bite you?
He's just mad. I told the others the group of refugees would bring no good here. And as you can see, I wasn't wrong. Cursed bastards.
How would you describe what's happening to you?
Damned if I know. Whenever I've had a fever or cold before, I could always explain it. But this, I can't find the words. Sometimes it feels like I'm fading away. Like the part of me that makes me who I am is disappearing. I don't know how to describe it. And there's a voice at times. It calls to me. Each night it draws nearer.
What's this voice?
Like a dreadful howl. Not at all human, that's for sure. At times, I hear our words within it. But more often, it's like a noise from deep within the bowels of the earth. Like something very wicked.
Can I help you?
The medic and that red priest both came to see me. Both shrugged, offering no cure. Heber says I should wait. But if you've got anything stronger to drink, I wouldn't say no. It might ease the pain, even just for a little.
Here, take it. I'll give you ale.
Thanks. That's really nice of you. Hold fast and steer clear of those strangers.
What a nice day.
Can I make this again? I can. Corpse Eater Cap. I just need more iron. But now I can equip this. Amazing. And I have 3 dodges. Requires guard key. There's nobody here. Sir, I drank your potion. Do you know anything about what's wrong with Cole?
No, and I'm reluctant to admit that I'm unable to help with this matter. Cole's symptoms are unlike anything I've ever seen. I'm certain it's not one of the usual maladies carried by wild animals. As for the bite on Mahon, although it was a nasty wound at first, it healed very quickly. On Cole, it's barely visible.
All the refugees shared a dream. Do you know why that could happen?
What do you think? Do I look like a mystic to you? A shaman? A village witch? I don't think so. Otherwise, I'd have a lot more to worry about. If you're looking for answers about things like this, you should consult the literature on the subject. Though, I can't say I'd recommend it.
Maybe I should wait more. Oh, he's here. Okay, cool.
Welcome to the Museum of the Horns of the South, the southernmost keep under Camelot's jurisdiction. My name is Ridderick, and I will be happy to introduce you to the rich history of this fascinating place. A history that began 623 years ago with the first keeper, Sewell Firstfoot. I'd also like to bring your attention to our numerous exhibits that are, as I like to say, inanimate witnesses of the history of the Horns of the South.
Tell me about museum.
It began in the year 542. It is the crowning achievement of a group of keepers who were fascinated with Sewell Firstfoot. It took them years of tremendous effort to finally open an institution devoted to research and education, worthy of commemorating Sewell's great legacy. The first keeper of the museum was Gladwin Flanagan, who was personally appointed by Captain Berach the Black.
Seawall? I think I heard about him.
I don't doubt it. Since Sewell Firstfoot was a remarkable figure, well known to every keeper, drawing on available sources, we can claim with almost absolute certainty that Sewell Firstfoot was the first man who ever set foot on the island of Avalon. As you can probably guess, that's where his moniker, Firstfoot, comes from.
But that was just first of his many great deeds?
Oh, of course. Sewell was an outstanding commander whose strategic mind, bravery, and charisma contributed to our capture of the South from the Four Dwellers. He was also the founder of the Horns of the South, so I can say with absolute conviction that if it were not for Sewell Firstfoot, we wouldn't even be standing here having this conversation.
Exhibits? What do you have here?
The museum holds a collection of 72 items of the so-called movable, tangible heritage. The collection includes big and small items that represent the world surrounding the keepers of the Horns of the South from the 1st to the 6th century of the Avalonian era. Here you will find militaria, craft tools, everyday objects, furniture, textiles, coins, religious artifacts.
Interesting. Which exhibits are most remarkable?
I'd say all exhibits are worthy of your attention, but I could point you to the ones I personally think to be the most notable, or subjectively, of course, the most interesting. Those would be the items that used to belong to Sewell Firstfoot. We have his signal horn, and also his boots. Those boots were the first to touch Avalonian soil.
What is also worth mentioning is the tableware used by King Arthur himself during his visit to the Horns of the South in the 15th year of the Avalonian era.
You have Sewell authentic boots. Can you tell me more about them?
Yes. It's remarkable, isn't it? You can find them in the central display. Sewell's boots were sewn from 3 pieces of tanned calfskin, tied at the top with a leather strap. The seam goes through the middle of the instep, which is decorated with ornamental embroidery. On the outer side of each shoe you can find a decorative brass buckle with the motif of the Camelotian bear. It is notable that even after 600 years, they are still excellently preserved, which is unusual considering the high humidity in this area. It means that even the keepers of that time must have realized the historical value of Sewell's boots, and therefore made sure to adequately preserve them.
The signal horn sounds interesting.
It is indeed an interesting exhibit. The horn was used by Sewell during wartime, not only for signaling, but also for intimidation. It is 50 centimeters long and made of the horn of an ox. It is the color of yellowed bone, with some ash-gray discoloration on the narrow end. It has a brass mouthpiece and silver fittings on its wider side and at the middle. The shape of the fittings suggests that the horn was hanging on a leather strap, which unfortunately has not survived to this day.
Tell me more about King Arthur's tableware.
It's a memento of the visit of the legendary ruler of Avalon. Impressive, isn't it? The tableware is made of tin coated with silver. It consists of a plate, a bowl, and a chalice. The edges are decorated with the motifs of Camelot, a crown and a bear. However, those ornaments are of visibly low quality. That detail, and the fact that those are the only wares from that time that have survived to this day, leads us to conclude that this set was cast specifically for that occasion, and that it was finished by a person unfamiliar with this kind of craft, perhaps a blacksmith or an armorer.
I want to ask something else. Can you tell me more?
Really? Do you mean it? Thank you. That's really nice to hear. I'm not used to positive feedback. Usually people only come here when they've had too much to drink and decided that it'd be fun to come over and start mocking me, or touching the exhibits with their greasy fingers. The last person who seemed to actually be interested in the museum was Lady Elaine. We talked a bit about Captain Lex and the trip that ended tragically in the year 513. It was described in The Last Voyage of the Andraste. An interesting read, although I'd say it should be classified as fiction. Lady Elaine thought differently. Apparently she's looking for the wreck of the Andraste. Can you believe that?
Yes, and I'm helping her.
Oh, that's excellent. I have a lot of respect for that kind of archaeological endeavor, even when it's based on incorrect assumptions with regard to the subject of the research. But if you happen upon any interesting objects during your search, please don't forget about the museum.
I'd like to ask about seagulls. Do you know what they're afraid of?
I have to admit that local fauna is not one of my main areas of interest, but I do know the answer to this question, as it is rooted in the history of the Horns of the South. It used to be the case that a significant part of the daily catch was gobbled up by our troublesome coastal neighbors. So the keepers of that time found a very peculiar way to deal with the problem.
Please continue.
Some of them, called the seagullers, scared off the coastal birds using specially constructed masks. They made them from feathers and pieces of tanned pigskin sewn together. The reason the gulls avoided these masks is unclear, but perhaps their peculiar shape reminded them of a natural predator?
I heard you have a logbook from Andraste. Is that true? Can I see it?
Do you mean the document with information about the course, weather, position, and speed of the ship, as well as all of the stops and other occurrences kept by the captain or the first mate? More specifically, the document from the bridge of the Andraste, which sank tragically in nearby waters in the year 513. Indeed, we have it. Please wait here. Here it is, though I doubt those records will tell you anything, since the weirdness surrounding Avalon made sailing impossible. The knowledge of the precepts of navigation has been forgotten. Oh, no, we know that. You should have mentioned that you're looking for the wreck of the Andraste rather than the logbook. Every keeper knows that the Andraste was swallowed by the ocean. It's near what's currently known as Smuggler's Bay. Here, I'll mark it on your map.
Let's see, can I make that mask now?
Sometimes it's nice to just sit and think.
I can.
Stay quiet. Stay safe. There you are. Finally. Do you have what I need?
Here you go.
Mask? Eh? Are you sure? Ah, whatever. Sod it. Now they'll get what's coming to them. Damn rascals. You can go now.
I think you're forgetting something.
You're right. Here, take this. But don't think, even for a moment, that the struggle is over. We need more, much more, to finally rid ourselves of those blasted birds once and for all. Are you ready for the next step in our fight against the flying, shitting enemy?
What can I do?
That's the spirit! In a war like this, every ally counts. Look, I've got the perfect seagull trap design right here. You just need to make a few and set them up in some strategic spots, like this one. And those flying pests will surely get caught. We need to work smart.
Yes, sir.
Go on then, and fight against the flying vermin.
Consumable. +5 to encumbrance limit. permanently. That's amazing.
I like it when things are quiet.
Bird trap. How many does he need? He wants 4. Now I'm become Death, the destroyer of seagulls. I see what they did there.
Always good to have a little rest. Just another peaceful moment.
Just stay put. Everything will be just fine. If I just stay put, everything will be just fine. Always good to have
I can do this. I can do this.
I won't go down without a fight. I should stay out of trouble. And how did my traps work? Quite the technological marvels, aren't they?
I wouldn't know, but I set them up in the places you showed me.
That's what I like to hear. You are an invaluable first officer. But our work isn't done yet.
Yes, Commander.
We need to solve the seagull problem on Avalon once and for all. You'll search for their nests and destroy them without mercy. Burn the nests, shoot the parents. It's the only way to eradicate the evil for good.
That sounds extreme.
Serious times call for serious measures and decisive people. I see no other way.
Sure, I'll keep an eye out.
The nests will keep coming back. But don't even think about giving up. Only consistency will save us. There will be less of them with time, you'll see. Go. Fulfill your mission, my brave first officer.
Eyes forward, and mind your step.
Oh my god. Found piece of metal with inscription. You know what it is?
That's one of our tags. Every soldier gets one when they pledge their loyalty. I just hope the body you took it from was already cold, because killing a keeper would land you in some serious trouble. You know, here's what I'm thinking. If you stumble over any of our fallen keepers out there, bring me their tags. Sure, they all swore to stay here until the bitter end, but they have families who deserve to know what became of them. It's part of my duty, but since I can't send any more beyond these walls, maybe you could lend a hand. I'll pay you for every tag you bring back.
Tell me more about Village.
There are a few retired keepers living there. They might tell you about the good old days if you ask them nicely. There are also some refugees from north of the island, since we had nowhere else to put them. I don't really know much about what's going on in that place. I just make sure they have everything they need, more or less. You can always go see for yourself.
Refugees?
People fleeing from bandits, from the weirdness, you name it. I wasn't exaggerating when I said we were the last beacon of hope this far south. For these people, we are. Don't know how many more we can take, but that's a problem for another time.
I talked to Orlaith. Why can't she leave this
That's
place?
between her and the captain. Were it up to me, she'd be long gone. Her presence here distracts my men.
I have more
You know where to
tags.
find me if you come across any more.
We need to talk about
Let me
Gwilyn.
guess. He's trying to rope you into his campaign against Avalonian seagulls.
How do you know?
It's a well-known story. All the keepers know of Gwylyn's obsession, but it's less amusing than it sounds. You see, Gwylyn is from a coastal village. His father, a fisherman, worked hard to feed his family. He instilled a deep hatred of seagulls in Gwylyn, claiming they were our greatest enemy. He taught his son how to kill them effectively, and insisted they were agents of the Fort Dwellers.
That's where he's wrong. It's chickens. One of them is in the Horns of the South. Gwylyn has gone insane?
Essentially, yes. But he wasn't always like this. When he joined, he just didn't like seagulls and avoided them. I gave him simple jobs away from the walls, and everyone was happy. Until one day,
He asked to serve on the walls. I agreed because I thought he'd simply got used to the birds. I had no idea I would be contributing to feeding his obsession.
When did you realize he was getting worse?
I spoke to him. Between his rants, I heard a confession I didn't expect. When Gwylan was only 7 years old, he saw a flock of seagulls attack his father and pluck his eyes out. Is it true? Or the ramblings of a madman? It's not for me to decide. Don't get me wrong, Gwylan is harmless, and he's a good soldier, but he can't be helped.
What should I do now?
Whatever he's asked you to do, just ignore it. Don't argue with him, it's not your responsibility. If he brings up seagulls, just pretend you didn't hear him. That's what we all do.
I talked to Mahan. He told me he was bitten by Cole.
I knew we'd have to deal with this sooner or later. Time isn't exactly on our side. Mahon's condition worsens with each passing night. It's hard for me to admit, but nobody, including myself, really knows what's going on. Maybe a fresh perspective is exactly what we need. If you find any clues, follow them. I'm only interested in the details, and ideally, the solutions.
Goban mentioned the tunnels and the former captain.
Captain Hagen. Well, he was a man driven by pride and a certain disregard for caution. He sent men to explore those old tunnels beneath the keep. Somehow, he got it into his head that there was something valuable down in those tunnels. Treasures, relics, who knows what else. But the truth is, we know what was there. In the age of legends, it was just a hospital. There was some kind of outbreak or plague, and the place was sealed off. Nothing left to find, or so the records say.
Isn't it only right to bury the
Yes,
keepers?
it weighs on me more than I'd care to admit. If I could, I'd see them laid to rest. But no captains ever bothered. It seems they thought it was a fool's errand. Maybe not worth the risk.
I could go down
If
there.
you're mad enough to try, then by all means, go ahead. Just don't expect any keeper to follow you. I really don't have men to spare. But maybe it's time to make it right. So, thank you, I suppose.
About the cemetery.
Yes? Did you find out what's been happening out there? Why
No.
not? Don't tell me you're afraid of ghosts. Just don't annoy them and you'll be fine.
I see some question marks.
It's nice to have a break.
Stay quiet. Stay safe. If I just stay put, everything will be just fine.
Chickens! Why do you have question marks? Can we talk? No?
Just stay
Okay, let's see what's lurking in the dungeons.
Pix and Dalray here, the guests. And they say I'm not drunk.
Tell me about this place.
Well, we got two lighthouses that look kinda like ours, you know? Well, hence the name. What else? Well, there's me and the rest of the guys. Technically, the captain is in charge, but in truth, it's the core master who keeps an eye on, everything. And then there's the village. We keep the old and wounded there, and a bunch of beggars who claim they escaped from bandits. Useless scum, if you ask me.
I was told Excalibur is here.
Oh, yeah. We have.
That's it?
Yeah? I don't care about that damn toothpick. The Quartermaster jerks off every Arthurian legend. So we might as well tell you more about it.
How's life in Horns of the South?
Oh, peaceful. Dull. Windy. I've served here for 20 years and nothing's changed. Oh, except for the lockdown. That's something new.
20 years is a long time. How you manage?
Yeah. So get me started. I grew up inland in Blightweed. It's a backwater, but at least it's dry and not as windy. Ah, but there's one good thing about Blightweed. Yeah. Root water. The best moonshine on Avalon. Aye, we had some good times, me and Root water. But one day my parents just dropped me here. I don't remember how it happens. I just woke up with a huge hangover, but they kept me. The keepers, I mean. Keepers? So, I pulled myself together, you know. Now I've got a good life here in the Horns of the South. I've got an important job, yeah? Guarding the gate. I do miss home sometimes, and the moonshine.
Can't you make it here?
Ah, we had some special root there for root water. I tried to find it in the woods nearby, but I guess it just doesn't grow here. Oh, should you ever be in the area, go to the tavern and try the moonshine. Oh, and gather some roots so you can make more for yourself, yeah.
Lockdown?
Yeah, nobody gets in and nobody gets out. Don't ask me why. I don't give a shit. Oh, but you have this thingy pinned so you can come and go as you please, eh? Just don't forget about ye old keeper. Me. I mean, me. Oh, and the moonshine. We belong together, you know.
What's the deal with you and Heffen?
Sweet all-mothers, he's still whining about that contract. I want it fair and square. My offer was simply better, and Heffen's crap at negotiating. Besides, if you ask me, it's all just posturing. He might have lost the contract for his family, but for him, it was a clear win.
What was contract anyway?
Trading with the Keep in an official capacity. It means I don't just run this stand, I also handle orders from the captain and the quartermaster. It's a good deal, I won't lie, but it requires a lot of running around. I don't have time to twiddle my thumbs and make nice with the locals like Heffen does.
So how was that a win for him?
Look, Heffen may seem dim, but he's a sly bastard. I'm not saying he lost on purpose, because I doubt that. But he didn't have to slink back to Connacht with his tail between his legs. He's got his little stall in the village, and he lords over it like a bloody king. Grouch that he is, he fits right in with the rest of those old codgers. Plus, he got his family off his back. All in all, I'd say he's doing quite well for himself. Keep your head down and your purse tighter.
So what's the deal with this dungeon? Lost Expedition tag. Short bow +2. Nice. Okay, that slime doesn't mess around. Ancient Knight's Breastplate. Spine Breaker. Ignores enemy blocks. Not bad.
Hope nothing bad happens today.
You lost or won?
Your tunnels are safe now.
You actually did it? Cleared out those tunnels on your own? Every captain before me thought it was a fool's errand, not worth the risk. And how are those tunnels? Salvageable?
Rough shape, but at least monsters
Aye,
are
that
gone.
It does. Camelot won't be eager to finance the repairs, but knowing the threat's being dealt with is a victory in itself. Perhaps someday we'll see them restored. Until then, we can at least rest easier. So the Keep owes you for this. Here's your reward. And what about Goban's friends? Did you find any trace of them?
I
Give
found their
those to
tags.
Goban, if you haven't yet. He's restless, but maybe seeing those again will help settle him. Might even help him get his act together.
Sure, let's do it. Trial of Death. Killing enemies provides a stackable 20% damage increase for 10 seconds. I bent down in the tunnels, brought back the tags of your companions.
You went down there and came back with their tags. Damn. Didn't think anyone would ever bring those back up. Lads must be resting a bit easier now. Or so I'd like to think. They deserve better than to be left in that pit. You did right by them, stranger. Hell, you did right by me too. So, let's drink to that.
Maybe you should rather go fishing instead of drinking to honor their
Why the
memory.
hell would I do that? I want to celebrate. You can't celebrate with seawater and fish, you dummy.
You told me you were drinking because you felt guilty.
Did I? Oh, I don't remember. And if I don't remember, it doesn't count. But maybe I did say that. I started cozying up to a bottle the day I came back alone from those damn tunnels. I guess it's time I made good on my word. For them. For me. This old fool is done with the booze. I think I owe you. More than I got words for. The guts to go down there, and you brought back what I couldn't. That's something I won't forget, stranger.
Nice. That was a lot of XP.
I'm done with the drink.
I'm gonna visit his son. Maybe there's a dialogue. And then... what do I do? Maybe that one. Maybe I'll go outside.
See you around.
No. Okay. Buddy. Let me pet you. Come on, do a trick. Again.